And what's funny is, like, I think we talked about it before, but like what they will do in prison in the micro as an experiment, like you said, they just export it to the macro, like the distancing, stay 6 feet away. You know, I remember in juvenile hall, that was a fucking thing, you know, like,
Yep.
yeah, man, keeping the races divided, you know,
Yep.
keeping each other at people's throats, you know, moving dudes around, you know, messing with the population. Like, oh, hey, let's put some more whites in here, some more fucking something else in here, you know, like it's
How would
a,
you say the racial situation was in the military when you were in there?
you know, yeah, that's right. Honestly, I didn't. So I will say from my experience in the Marines, dealing with the Marines, or yes, I mean, I have a pretty good sampling from across the board. There really isn't racism in the military. I mean, somebody, of course, will be like, oh, whatever. There's okay. So I can think off the top of my head, after 23 years, of like maybe 3 dudes who I thought were like genuinely racist, you know, and not all of them were white. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the time, it's like it really does work like a meritocracy, you know. Um, I mean, you have to put out to get rank most of the time, you know, like you have to, especially when you start to get into like the more dangerous jobs like the EOD and special operations. You know, it's like there is some nepotism and there is some favoritism, but it's normally along other lines. It's normally never racist, you know. And even specifically, yeah, I can think back to a time when a team member would say some racist shit occasionally, and the team leader was half black and half Asian. Like nobody really liked the team sergeant, right? The guy just had a big personality. Those things tend to clash when you're in a combat unit like that. He was kind of like Tiger Woods if Tiger Woods was jacked and could shoot you in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this other dude, I don't know where the fuck he was from. I can't remember. But, you know, he'd have some off color comments occasionally when dude wasn't around. You know, he was a sergeant. The other guy outranked him. So, like in the military, it just kind of makes sense. It's not like, well, why don't you go say that to that guy's face? It's like, well, because you get in fucking trouble. Like, you might be able to beat him up, but it'll probably turn into you get in trouble and dumb shit happens. But fast forward, we're in Afghanistan, and Tiger Woods got separated from us with the Afghans. So we had some Afghan partners with us, some Afghan army. We get in a gunfight, and we'll just keep calling him Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is separated with the Afghans, right? So he's by himself. He's like a lone American. He's on some lone survivor shit over there because we're all over in another part.
Oh shit!
And so we can hear his gun going off because he's got a suppressor and everybody else has AKs, right? So we're fighting, trying to get back to this guy, you know. And there's no racism. There's no like even personal beefs amongst the team like go out the window when the shit happens. All it is like, hey, Tiger's over there with those dudes. We're gonna circle around and go get his ass. I mean, we ended up being out there that night. It was a daytime operation. Bunch of firefighting happened. There was only 5 of us out there. So there was like 5 of us dudes that were had to walk back to our main base after dark. We had a plane above us, and the plane was using an infrared laser. We called it a sparkle. The infrared laser was pointing out like enemy positions that we were sort of like weaving our way between to like
Oh
get
wow,
back to our
that's
base, you know.
crazy.
But I mean, if there was ever a moment in time where some racism could have gone down, where we could have been like, hey, fuck Tiger Woods, he's over there by himself. Let's have a cigarette and fucking, I don't know, man, clean the machine gun for a couple minutes and maybe he'll get smoked. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have went down, but it didn't, and I've never even heard of it going down. You know, it's like racism is such a small part, and who knows, man? Maybe in like some weird base in Kentucky, it's a big deal or something like that. But especially in the Marine Corps, man. In fact, they call everybody green there. Like I'm light green and you're dark green. Like, but we're both green. You know, because that's it. I forgot what we call it. I mean, Hispanics, I guess, are mid green or something. You know.
But
But
you know, that's one thing I think that helped me growing up is living on a base like that and being around people. And you know, my friend, his dad, big white dude. My friend was blonde hair, blue eyes. His brother, blonde hair, blue. And I go over there and stay the night, have pancakes, and his dad was hella strict. And my other friend, his dad was a Marine, and my other friend, they were in the Navy, in the Coast Guard, and I hung out with all these people, man. But I never felt like, oh man, his dad's white. I didn't even look at it. I didn't notice color. Yeah. It's just we all hung out. We played on base. We rode bikes together, skateboards, and nobody really made racial jokes. And then when we went to school, they might, oh, you little white boy, whatever. Like the guys would cap back and forth, but it was like these kids in the city, because we were all military brats, so they would talk shit to us. But it wasn't no big thing, man. So when people make it a big thing, and then I seen in prison it was such a big thing, dude. You couldn't touch this railing if it was like by the white table. You could not walk through their tables. You couldn't do this. If I'm talking to a white guy in the yard, some black guy would say, hey, man, I heard you were talking to a white guy. It's so like, wow, man, like the conditioning. And, people, they just take a lot of things for granted, man. And a lot of these people who talk all this shit, most of them, at the end of the day, would they even invite this white person to the house, let alone would they invite this black person they talk about they support in their house?
Yeah.
They talk all this shit, but dude, you, oh man, I'm this and that. Well, invite them to your house then. You really don't like them. You're just pretending because it's good for your image. Oh yeah, I'm down with this, blah, blah, blah. But dude, you're not hanging out with these people privately.
No.
Don't try to fool me. I can see you're full of shit. You talk all that black this, black that, but at the end of the day, you wouldn't have 5 black friends come to your house for a barbecue. So it's crazy, man. Like, and I really break down. Like I said, I've butted head with a lot of people after this COVID shit. Once I moved and kind of seen where they were at, I'm like, man, this is like, these weren't even real friendships I thought I had. These were all bullshit friendships, man. So it's the racial thing is so crazy. .com to pick up a limited edition GTA poster signed by me for $10, or with your purchase of a Wig Splitter Porsche t-shirt, I'll throw in a free poster. Coming. I gotta hurry up and wash my ass. Go to BigHerc916.com, pick you up a bar of soap, and wash your ass, or else you're gonna be under arrest too. Oh shit. 16 store and pick you up a sticker for your car, or a patch, or a sticker for your laptop, or maybe a beanie, or read one of the many books that BigHerc916 has authored. You know how we do it.